this evening I won't be doing the workouts. Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining. So this evening I have some cookings to do, and I decided to like do it at night. I'm usually very busy in the daytime working, so I do some of my cooking at night. So I'm trying to make some meals. I'm making minced fried rice. So I'm trying to season my turkey. This is my mixed spice, even though I poured it into a so right now I'm not really doing any measurements because I'm just trying to spice it, like, and the spices according to taste. So this is actually like a mixture of garlic, ginger, curry, a lot of spices, but I poured it into this container, so this is not smelly curry. Hello, thank you so much for joining. So this is my mixed spice. I'm gonna be adding my thyme. So I actually brought out the meat pretty late, and yeah, it's still a little bit frozen. Well, I'm gonna be cooking it that way. Hello, what's cooking? I'm making minced fried rice. So I'm actually boiling the rice, and this is the meat. I'm trying to season the meat to taste. So right now I'm gonna add some garlic. You can hear me? Oh, can you hear me now? Hold on, let me try to. Can you hear me now? So I said I'm making minced fried rice. So I'm gonna be adding, I know my spices are quite, they are in different containers and I don't care. So I have very cute containers, it's just that, I don't know, I think I'm just a local girl who just likes to do things the same way her grandma does. So I have like very cute containers that I use to put in my spices, but sometimes I just feel like leaving them how they come. So I added some curry, some garlic, ginger. I'm trying to like season the meat. Let me get a wooden spoon. Hold on. So the meat is still a little bit frozen. I brought it out very late. So earlier I made this. So this was what I made earlier. I made some beef stir fry. I just finished it right now. So I made some beef stir fry. So but right now I'm about to make the minced meat fried rice. So this is what I'm having this night, but I'm making the minced meat fried rice for tomorrow, so that because I have an early appointment, so I would have done my workout tonight, but I just decided to do the cooking because I wouldn't have time to do that tomorrow. So I usually meal prep. You said I'm making you hungry, Ashley. Yeah, so I usually meal prep so that way I have my meal. So I'm on a meal plan. I eat almost differently from what my family eats. Yeah, what I'm doing is wrong. Don't do this. Next time, try to like bring out the meat on time. I'm still gonna cook it. It's just that it's going to take longer time. Yes, and I know some people say that when you don't bring it out to thaw, it might taste differently, but this night I don't have much time. I'm trying to make sure I finish everything before 10 p.m. So I'm just gonna bring my green beans to my hold on. So I'm gonna bring up my bell pepper. So I have this set of knives, but I don't like using them to cook. I'm scared of knife. I love to cook, but I'm scared of knife. So recently, I've been using this knife since I got married. You can imagine how old it is. So recently it got broken, but I still prefer it. It's blunt. It's basically blunt. It doesn't even cut. So, but this one's this is scary. I don't even bother using it. You can see that they are very used. So in this house, this is our favorite knife, both my husband and I. I don't, you be like, why? It's even cracked from cutting very hard meat. So once the rice is cooked, I will start making the meat. I know some people, I have the, what do you call it? I have the food cutter, the one you put your vegetables and the cut, but you have to push it down. But I actually feel using that sometimes you'd have to like do the washing. And washing is not really my favorite thing to do. It's like using two things just to achieve one thing. So basically it's dicing the. Thank you so much for everyone here. And for everyone tapping on the video to like it. Thank you. So this is 1.5 cup of rice, long grain rice. I wanted to do quinoa, but I have quinoa in the fridge that I already prepared. So actually when I finish, I'm gonna give you some. So I said since I have the quinoa, let me just do the rice. Then plus the beef stir fry. In the mornings, I usually have avocado toast, like about 150 grams of avocado, 2 slices of whole grain bread, and two fried eggs. Then some days I have breakfast, what do you call it? Breakfast smoothie made with spinach, yogurt, and sweetened yogurt, like Greek yogurt. Then with flaxseed, with mangoes, I blend everything together. Then other days I just have it like the parfait. I just do the yogurt, blueberries, and chocolate chips. Those are usually what I have for breakfast. For some of these I have it at night. So next I'll cut the onions. So this is my trash. I'm just gonna cut it right into the trash. I know a lot of you will be like, you're not doing your workout tonight. Yeah. With my early appointment tomorrow, I needed to choose between working out and cooking. But before I go to bed, I'm gonna climb the stairs. Hello, thank you for everyone watching. So I'm making minced fried rice. So before I go to bed, I'm gonna climb the stairs. I usually do the stairs. It's a 16 flight stairs. I do it 10 times. So I go up 10, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 different times since I didn't work out today. Let me wash the clothes. So this is almost ready, the long grain rice. The next thing I will start making the meat. I enjoy cooking. Like, I know I do enjoy cooking, but not like people that cook every day. Some days I feel like earlier today I was just lazy. In the afternoon I had quinoa and shrimp, peppered shrimp for lunch. So recently I've been intentional about my diet. I haven't been taking cereals because I noticed cereal would spike my blood sugar. Though there are some nice ones too. Yeah, like after my last kid, I was told to be mindful um, about what I eat. Yeah, the knife is basically blunt. But I like it this way. That's why I can use it anywhere, any direction I like. I think the onions looks a little too long. I think the thing happening to me with the knife is as a kid. Hello. As a kid, I had very bad experience with knife. It made me, I had very bad experience with knife, then with sitting on the floor. There were times I would sit on the floor and I would have insects, like ants bite me. So it made me, I have this, I'm always scared when I sit down on the floor, even when I go to the beach. So that is it. So this knife is basically blunt. You can see how ugly it looks. This is the oldest knife in my home. This knife is actually older than my marriage. So I was telling them, this is a set of knives that I have. I have this, but I don't use this. I don't use this. This is, the last time I used it, I had a little cut, though it wasn't too deep. I don't use it. I just bought it for decoration. The only ones we use are the tiny ones. This one. Those are the only ones we use. So, because the knife is already blunt, I don't even bother sharpening it because I feel I feel more comfortable using this knife. So this is ready. Let me bring the pots. So we're about to start making the meat. I'm gonna increase it. I need to drain the. So I'm going to be using carrots and green peas and. Yes, I will. The pot needs to dry first. The pot is gonna dry first. Even though I'm not gonna be doing the Yeah, the pot needs to dry properly, because if you put some, hello Williams, if I put some oil in this, it's gonna like be all over the place and splash and hurt someone. So I'll just hold on until it's properly dried. Hold on. So I'm just gonna do, yeah, there's still little water inside. So I'll be using the avocado oil. My minced turkey is still partly frozen. Well, yeah, I'll take my time to like fry it until, so now it's dried. This is what the time I do most of my measurements. I'll still add more when I'm making the rice. I'm going to tilt the camera down a little bit so that you can see what I'm doing. So I'm actually making 1.3 kg of turkey with 1.5 cups of rice, 1 green bell pepper, 1 medium onions, 2 cups of green peas and carrots. It's supposed to be just green peas and carrots, but the mixture I have is green peas, green beans, and corn. And I know some vegetables are actually high in carbohydrates, but I'm gonna make do with what I have. So because in my home I have younger kids, and we're teaching them how to like make some things by themselves, not cooking, because it's like my oldest is just 6. So we tend to keep things where they can reach it, like the vegetables, like we have a microwave that is right here, not the standard microwave, even though they can use the bigger one, but they have to use it too. Raw. Yeah, it is. I'm still gonna cook it. You have to take your time. It's just that it's frozen. So we tend to like put things where they can reach it, except the knife. That's why we have it like right in there. So yeah, the meal wasn't really planned. I'm gonna be using this. The meal wasn't really planned, so it was the minced the beef stir fry that was my plan this night, just the beef stir fry. But I told myself I can't just have one thing all day. I can't just have one thing all day. I have to have like what I will have for dinner if I have the other one for lunch. So I quickly brought this out. That's why it's frozen. I'm just going to take time and cook it. So I'm supposed to use 2 cups of this. But you see how it's frozen? No one should come for me. I'm guilty tonight. I usually like lay out my things. If I'm making salmon, I bring it out like a few hours in the refrigerator. But this one, yeah. So it's basically the meat keeping us right now. When it gets thawed, I'll see if I need to add a little more spice to it. I'm thinking of transferring this to the middle cooker. So that it would be faster. Yeah, because the other burner I was using was quite small. This is my favorite burner actually, the middle one. So this one, I will just try to microwave it a little bit. I'll pour it into a ceramic plate and microwave. I can't use this. If you're the type that likes to use what do you call it, frozen vegetables, one of the secrets to having a nice fried rice without it being watery or soggy is by microwaving your vegetables. So some people will be like, if you bring it out on time, it thaws, it's fine, you can drain out the water. Even when you drain out the water, there are still some left. So if it's thawed, you just microwave it for 1 minute. It doesn't make it brown. But if it's frozen, microwave it for like 3-4 minutes. Drain out the water then use it to cook. It would make the sauce for the rice or whatever you're cooking not to be watery, except what you're cooking needs water. But if it's something like rice and you're trying to make sure that there's not too much liquid in it, always microwave it. Since I figured that out, my fried rice I figured out a few years ago. I shared it with a few friends who told me it was a life-saving hack. Microwaving your frozen. I even have a friend who told me that she avoided frozen vegetables simply because it would make her food very soggy. especially fried rice. Yes, so when it comes to spices, this is my favorite. I don't use any seasoning cubes. I don't use like, hi, hello. Yeah, I'm trying to focus on the food. Well, so yeah, hi, unique. So this is what I use. I don't use seasoning cubes. Some people would say it's better than salt and all that. There has been argument and all that, but from my knowledge, I prefer salt. And I know there are healthier salt option apart from the regular ones. I'm thinking of maybe moving, transitioning over to the, what do you call it, um, the better salt. But when it comes to seasoning cubes, I have something that I don't like about it, which is the MSG. MSG is good, is in natural food, is in tomatoes, is in meat, is in everything and all that. And I feel adding additional one to my meal through the seasoning cubes is not necessary. That is what I think. This is just me thinking that. And actually, I have a bachelor's in food science and technology. Even when I say food science and technology, people think it's about cooking. No, food science and technology is mostly about the chemistry, the science, the nutritional aspect of food, like knowing every nutrient and all that that goes in it. So I have a little knowledge about what I'm saying, even though there has been theories that are yet to. Yes, I do have a daughter. I have a son and a daughter. So even though there has been things saying that MSG might be a healthier option, I'm cooking minced fried rice. There has been theories saying that MSG might be a better option compared to. So for this, okay, I forgot to show you what is in this. In case you want to start using it, this is the stuff in it. So it's just natural things, ginger, garlic, and all that. This one, it has no MSG, no salt. There's another option that has a salt, that has salt in it. I think this one has salt. Okay, it also doesn't have salt. It's the same brand. It's just that this one says garlic and herb. So this is what I use as my spice. The one I added initially that I told you is mixed spice, is I bring it from Nigeria. My siblings bring it from me. Yeah, the rest is about eating. So, but this is what I use. I get it from Walmart. I get it from Waze. I get this from Costco. I get this from Walmart. So, yeah, I don't use seasoning cubes. So let me try to like tilt it back. Yeah, the meat is. I think one of the disadvantages of not touring the meat is the way it's kind of coagulated and chunky. But I will try to like spread it out with this. Yeah, so that's just me. I have heard people saying, um, I go outside, I eat in restaurant, but my aim is just to limit the amount of the MSG I'm consuming. It's in my natural food. I accept that, I know. But I feel I shouldn't add additional one to it. Is salt bad for the body? No. In fact, there's this doctor that I follow on Instagram that will will always say that people are always accusing salt for what sugar did. That they will say it's because of salt, their blood pressure is high, it's because of salt, their this is high. Meanwhile, it's actually the sugar and not the salt. That your body needs salt, your body needs electrolytes to actually function. But this is me cooking for my family, cooking for myself and my husband. So it's just my opinion. So after the meat, I want to make sure it's thoroughly cooked. After the meat is thoroughly cooked, I'll start adding I'm going to add this is bay leaves. I'll just do 2. I think because this one's are small, I'll just do 3. There's this joy when you have something to eat, like when you have different things to eat. That's how I usually make it. So I have soup. I have some Nigerian soup, like I have egusi, I have okra soup in the freezer, like several containers stored. And for my husband and my kids, even though I haven't been eating the egusi like I used to, I've been doing more of okra because of the vegetables. My kids love okra soup. They don't. My daughter is the one that likes the egusi, but my son is a huge fan of okra, that he eats the raw okra. So I have stew. When I mean stew, I mean tomato stew. I have tomato stew made with tomatoes. What do you call it? Salt, pepper. I added some crayfish. It's like a type of fish. I add what else do I add? I add some oil. I use my avocado oil. So when I'm frying, I use avocado, but when I'm not, when I'm just making a light meal, I use my olive. Like if I want fresh oil in the meal. The reason I've noticed, there was a day I tried frying with this, it was smoking. Everywhere was filled with, there was more smoke than usual. So I use this for frying, then I use this for just light cooking. I add it to meals directly. So I'm going to add some of this white pepper. I tried opening this the other day, it didn't come up. So what I do is, so I'm going to do this one. So I'm going to do this. That is the curry. If you want to add, apart from the one that came with the spice, if you want to add additional one, you can just add. This is garlic, according to taste. So the next one I'll be adding is the I'll fry it for a little bit. I would also get out the vegetables that I microwaved. Please tap on the video and give it a thumbs up. If you're enjoying it. So regarding what I said about um, microwaving, I'll show you the amount of water in this. Even though after the microwave there are still some that are frozen, but I'll try to like do it for 2 more minutes. You said I can't cook. That's alright. When it comes to cooking, everybody has different methods that they cook. The reason I'm cooking this way, the reason I'm not pouring a lot of oil is because I don't want the food fatty. Like I said, I'm following a meal plan, and one of the methods that this is, if it's myself, like my usual way of making fried rice, I don't make fried rice this way before I started the meal plan. But I decided to follow the method. Should I call her the food coach or whoever? The lady, the dietitian, actually, she's a dietitian, recommended. And I see that her methods are quite different. They are quite different. They are better. The food tastes good. They seem fresher and kind of healthier also. So I decided, even though you might be using your mom's method for like since forever, since you were born, sometimes you might need to try different method, and you might actually see that the new method is better than what you've been doing since. So I decided to try her method. So back to the food. So I wanted to, ouch, let me wear my mittens. So I wanted to show you guys that there's water in this. So this is the vegetable I microwave. Regarding what I was saying of making food soggy. There may not be much in this because it's just a little. But if you are using a large quantity of the vegetables and maybe you didn't microwave, you see this amount of water, and maybe your rice that you wanted it to be dry. Let me focus it more on the food. I'm making, for anyone still joining, I'm making minced fried rice. This is the rice right here that is already cooked. It's just right with a little salt. I already added the white pepper, garlic, ginger. Let me see how it tastes. So the next thing I'll be adding is the rice. I'm just going to dump it in. Some people like their rice to be firmer than this. They don't like it this soft. But for someone whose kids or family members barely love to chew, actually this is supposed to be my food. But we can share. I'm going to turn down the light a little bit so that it doesn't burn. I didn't want to add any liquid to it because I know the rice had some liquid when I turned down the light after cooking it. So I would add, remember at the beginning, I added 1 spoon of oil. I would add 1 more. Yeah, they are both the same size, just that this one is narrow. And the good thing about the measuring spoon is that it's actually magnetic. I got them from Amazon. So it's hard to lose any one of them because they usually stick to each other wherever you keep them. If you want it more yellow, you can add more curry, but I think this is a decent color. The rice is all over. I'll just leave this one. Thank you so much for every one of you that joined, that are watching, that are liking the video, tapping on it. I appreciate it. One of the things I don't like when I'm cooking is making a mess. I like my cooker to be clean, and I just had it cleaned yesterday. see the taste. They say you're not supposed to taste with the spoon you're cooking with. So sometimes I use like a normal tablespoon. I'm going to sprinkle a little salt on this. So now it's time to pack up all my spices. They're going to I have a lot of spice, but I only use a few. The reason I have a lot is that I have some local spice, like some Nigerian spices, and because I'm originally from Nigeria. So there are some that I don't know if you've ever heard of suya. So there are some that I use for suya, something that is like a beef jerky, but it's called suya. It tastes so good. I make it with my air fryer. One of these days when I'm making the suya with my air fryer, I'll show you guys. So this is my minced meat fried rice. It might be different from the way you cook yours, but someone who is trying a new meal plan, I think I like the way it looks. So we have 2 meals tonight. Let me show you the first one. The first is the beef stir fry. Is a little overcooked, but that's fine. So this is the beef stir fry. I think after I was done, I covered it. I should have left it open so it was still cooking even after I was done. So this is the beef stir fry, and this is the minced meat fried rice. And yeah, the next thing will just be for me to clean up this salt, even though it's already late. But I'm gonna eat the food. Like I said, after eating it I'll climb the stairs 10 times since I'm not working out tonight. This would be a better option to eat this night, but I'm gonna eat this. I just like the way this is. I'm just getting used to eating beef. We do more of goat meat in my home, but with my meal plan, I've been told I need to be incorporating beef. I still do goat meat. So yeah, this is my shelf where I put my this just packing up. So yeah, I forgot to mention this quantity of rice that I made, the 1.5 cups of rice with 1.3 kg of turkey and the 2 cups of vegetables. This is supposed to be 5/7. So since I'm meal prepping, I'm going to share it into 5 parts. That's what it's supposed to be. But my husband will be eating with me, so I'll just keep like 3 parts and have him have some for himself when he's up. I'm just going to turn off the lights so that the vegetables don't cook. If you notice, the vegetables are still very like crunchy. So I'll dish. Hold on, please. So these are the things I use to store my meal. I'm hoping to get something better. So I share it according to, I usually use my measuring cup. I use this cup. So I use this cup to scoop. Let's say the way this one is, it could be like 2 spoons for per serving. I also store with this. So that I don't eat more than I'm supposed to. So I would usually do like this. One, two. I'll leave them to cool after serving them before putting them in the refrigerator. One, two. If I need to add more to this, I will still add. Remember, I told you it's 5 parts, 5 portions. So 1, 2. I'm gonna move this away, my chopping board. So these are the ones I already served. I'll do the same for this. One, two. So we have 4. But remember, I'm eating 1 this night. I bet my kids will be smelling food in their sleep. So I'll do 1. I have a little bone part. 2. So since I still have more left in the pot, I'll go another half. I'll try to avoid the burnt part. So half. So instead of putting more, I'll just put extra that. My chairman. I'll just store the extra for my chairman. My chairman, I'm just calling my husband my chairman. So I'll just put the rest. I think I already have enough for a human being to eat per time. If he wants to eat more, yep. So we have everything served. This is the pot. I'll put some of this for him also. Let me leave it a little partially open. Put this back in the freezer. For this, I'm too lazy to start serving this and using a plate to portion it. And since I'm not eating it this night, so I'm not worried about eating too much. So I'm just going to find a spot in my fridge and put this. Then tomorrow I'll serve it. Plus, it's too late. Sometimes this burnt part tastes better than the meal. I think probably because that's where most of the spices went to. I know somebody will be like, this girl, when it comes to the way I do my thing, I don't do all those aesthetics, and if I want to do that, I will do that. But I know all those channels, they don't even show you when a grain of rice drops on the floor. Everything is edited, but there's no editing around here. This is just me eating in my home. Tomorrow morning, I'll have the robots pick up some of the rice that dropped on the floor. So these are my portion. This is what I'm having this night. It's going to be a late dinner. Emptying everything in my I'll try this for my kids tomorrow and see if they will like it. They like fried rice sometimes. So for those that said they are hungry, come and eat with me. This is my meal. Actually, this tastes very good. Fresh, nice, and yummy. I wish there was someone else who could taste it and testify. And I'm glad I used turkey to do it. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish up my meal while I'm going upstairs to go to bed. I'll climb up, like do my exercise, then I'll go to bed. I'll quickly put this in the refrigerator. So I don't keep waiting for this to get cold. Because sometimes it's better you put it than leaving it out too long. And microorganisms will start growing. This is my 4-day meal. This was what I had today. So if you have never tried quinoa, this is how it looks. It's called jollof quinoa. It's like stewed, adding stew to the quinoa, preparing it and all that. So I have so far, this is supposed to be 3 portions, 1 to 3. I didn't separate them. I used to, but I noticed that there were a lot of plates in my fridge. And this is the peppered shrimp that I made. And this is actually 3 portions too for this. So whenever I'm having this, I'll take 1 portion. So I try to like use my kind of my initiative to know the amount to take so that I don't take too much. It's actually hot, it's spicy. You know this thing when you cook and you don't feel hungry anymore? That's how I feel. I'll just let you guys go to bed while I eat my food and wash up the plates. And but for the pot, I'll soak the pot so that I don't scratch it when I'm trying to clean up the mess so that it doesn't stick here by tomorrow. I'll just dust it off. I'm not doing any major cleaning. I think the stove top is still very hot. I feel there's something that I feel like when someone comes to my home or when I step into someone's home and I see how dirty the kitchen looks. Not like I judge the person, I just feel there are some places in your home that should just is where everybody sees. It shouldn't be dirty. It could be that it's from the cooking that the person just did before I came. Yes, I know. It's just me. I like to like tidy up. I don't like the mess staying and saying I will do it later because I'm not a letter person. There will not be any letter. If I put this plate in the sink and say I will wash it later, I will not wash it. My husband will be the one washing it, and that's always me. Good thing he helps to do the dishes. Like he's been doing the dishes since I married him. I'm blessed. Meanwhile, I like to do the cleaning, I like to do the tidying up in the home. I like to have everything sitting perfectly. My pillows, before I go to bed, I make sure the pillows are sitting the way they. Sometimes people come to my home and they ask, "Do you really have kids?" The only way they know is maybe when they see a toy or two somewhere. I know it's not all shiny and sparkly. I'm not going to be using the silver spray, stainless steel spray, but at least there are no rice particles right now, and that is it. Excuse me. This is where I place my spoon when I'm cooking. Yeah, so thank you so much for every one of you for joining. Um, it's time to go to bed. Do have a good night. I will try to work out tomorrow. Yes, I will. I will definitely. See you guys tomorrow. I will try to keep it at 8:30 as early as I can. Or I will do 9. Then yesterday I did 65 minutes. The day before I did 60. The first time I think I did, was it 40 minutes? Let me see how I'll keep getting better. Someone asked if I was trying to lose weight. No, I'm trying to maintain what I have, just staying healthy and maybe building some muscles. So that's what I'm doing, maintaining my health and staying healthy. Thank you so much for every one of you. Unique Mattis, thank you. old dog, I said I can cook, thank you. Ashley, thank you. Thank you for the likes, for the thumbs up, for joining, and for even your presence that kept me going. I appreciate. Thank you, Crazy and Andre Williams. Thank you, Chevers. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you. Yeah, I usually go through my chats to give it a shout out. Do have a good night. See you tomorrow. Bye.